This movie, jeez. Whew. What? But if you win, you get a lot of money. Sounds crazy, right? Well, with The Long Walk, you can't imagine how intense that is. And whether or not this movie is good or bad, we'll talk about it. For The Long Walk, what worked with this movie is how intense it was. It really does hit your heartstrings in every way possible. You may think that this was just a movie about walking, but it gets deeper than that. This is a movie about friendship, about people coming together. But you'd question, how is this about friendship? It's just a group of people walking and knowing that only one has to survive. Wouldn't it be like the Hunger Games? Well, you would expect that, but with this, it's really not. This movie has a lot of heart into it. And what some people might not like about this movie is, from a perspective, you think that people will be like, oh, this is just a movie about walking with dialogue, so I'm not really that interested. But it gets deeper than that. There's conversations that do get intense. You are on the edge of your seat here. The pacing is slow and the dialogue is heavy by design. But face it, the only long walk I'm going to is the walk to the fridge. And this movie, it gives me a lot of Hunger Games vibes. The tension, the stakes, the survival instincts. But what can you expect, because this movie was directed by the director of every Hunger Games movie. So I see that he's done this before. This isn't new to him. So he gave you what he gave us in Hunger Games, but just with a more expanded rating to it, because this was rated R. And by all means, this was rated R for a reason. But honestly, I really hope that Mr. Beast doesn't get a hold of this movie. I hope he doesn't get a hold of the book, either of them. Because this would change a lot, and I'm very concerned if he does, because we don't want to see this on YouTube as one of his next big challenges. But anyway, if you guys have read the book, if you guys haven't, you guys should. In the book, there's 100 people. In this movie, there's 50. There's one from each state. Because this movie isn't a long movie at all. It's like a little over an hour and a half. But getting back to the movie, the standout moments in this movie, like, this movie was very well put together, and I've said that. The standout moments in this movie is just really everyone. You see how everyone feels in this situation. You see how much panic is there, how quickly people's fuses are, just everything that's changing, because you have to understand they are walking until one person's left. So if everyone is keeping up, the walk's not ending, they're going far. Each character shared a purpose. Each character was in here for a purpose. Granted, there's some characters that are in the background as extras that you see and then don't see after a while. And these weren't kids. These were young adults just doing what they can to survive. They wanted to survive to make this money. They're in a dystopian time. So times is very rough in this story. So as you're seeing that they're risking their lives just to see who ends up the winner, like the 1 in the 50th chance, is bizarre because the risk is very high for that. But the standout character for me is Peter. He really is one of the main hearts in this movie. There's a lot of heart in this movie, but he really just solidifies it. Granted, you know him from Alien Romulus. He was a good actor in that movie as well. But he really does show his skills really well in this film. But to be honest, this movie isn't really a light watch. This movie's like extremely emotional and it's very heavy. I was audibly gasping. To be honest, I shed a tear. Because when it starts, it starts. We know that they're just walking. But when you see that people are getting unalived in this movie, it's graphic, it's heartfelt, because you see and you feel the pain of all of these characters, even the characters that can't keep up, just the characters that are going through what they're going through. And especially when you see the villain in this movie, because honestly, I wasn't expecting to not like this villain so much. I love the actor, don't get me wrong, but I despise this character because he was so screwed up. But it is a viewpoint of how worlds are nowadays, how the government is nowadays. But there's not really much to say about this movie outside of the heart and just everything about it. So for The Long Walk, the rating I give this is a must-see mayhem. It's powerful, it's emotional, it's extremely unforgettable, and it's actually not a dragged out film. You're staying glued to this movie no matter what. No matter if it's just the walking, no matter if it's some of the comedic reliefs, no matter if it's just however you feel, you're glued to this because the heart and the dialogue, the script is just written so well. This has to be one of my top 3 Stephen King movie adaptations of his books. Because there's Shawshank Redemption, but this movie does hold up. So if you guys have seen this movie, comment below. Talk about what you thought about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment below, like and subscribe. And I'm James Hancock, signing off.